This is Bob Rakes with highlights of issue 106 of the 8K Association Monitor newsletter. At the recent NAB show, there was a lot of interest and excitement about a new Blackmagic designed 17K cine camera that was revealed, although pricing and shipping dates were not disclosed. Now, Apple and Blackmagic have announced a collaboration to create stereo 3D content with 8K by 7K resolution for each eye using the same sensor in a camera that clearly is developed from the same chassis. That means even more pixels than 8K Ultra HD because of the deeper image with 7K vertical pixels. The 3D dedicated camera is intended to be used to create immersive video for the Apple Vision Pro headset. Slightly surprising to many was that Apple is working with Blackmagic to develop a 3D workflow based on DaVinci Resolve, the competitor to Apple's own Final Cut Pro. The workflow will incorporate support for Apple's video compression technology, however. Although the Apple Vision Pro only has around 4K per eye resolution, the support of 8K horizontally and 7K vertically should allow viewers to be able to look around the video beyond the confines of a straight-ahead view. This is a really interesting development, both for 3D and for 8K. 8K is designed to look really good on large displays, and the most economical way to create large images is with projection. However, to optimize the optics and cost, projectors need small images. This need for small images makes native 8K both difficult and potentially expensive. Although we reported on a new 8K LCOS imager from Sony's semiconductor business last month. To get around the challenges of making 8K images, projector makers use techniques to slightly move the image to create multiple lower resolution images at high speed to create 8K on the screen. This technique is often referred to by the lovely word wobulation. In an article this month, I dug into this topic. I'll add a personal comment here, and not as a statement of the policy of the association. As a 40-year veteran of the display industry and a past and long-term member of the Human Factors Society, my view is that perception is everything. If the viewer perceives 8K, it is 8K. But this is the kind of topic that's discussed at depth by the association, and so if you're in the industry and have a view, why not get involved as a member and have your say? We often talk about the great work being done by scientists to develop really effective upscaling. So we were pleased to see an intriguing paper issued by scientists at the University of Maryland, College Park in the US and Adobe Research of the particular challenges of upscaling video. While upscaling single frames has one set of challenges, avoiding noise and other artifacts when you're showing a whole number of images as video has others. In our article, we give an overview of the work and pointers to the detail in the paper. As well as reporting on new research on upscaling, we have an article looking at downsampling this month. Downsampling, or supersampling, as is also known, is a technique for capturing content at higher resolution than the intended delivery format and processing it to avoid digital artifacts. It's a key reason that content creators are capturing in 4K Ultra HD, even when the eventual delivery format will be just 2K Full HD, and in 8K for 4K display. We've started looking at the reasons that this technique is important without digging too deep into sampling theory, although I did have to dig out some technical books that I haven't looked at for a while. In researching the article, the first in a planned series, I also came across some excellent YouTube tutorials from UC Berkeley on machine vision that are really first class on a range of related topics. There's a link to those in the article. One of the companies that reports on the market for high-end professional cameras and technology, among many other things, is Futuresource Consulting of the UK. We interviewed the company on developments in the market relating particularly to 8K. Helen Matthews from Futuresource told us that firms are looking to capture at 8K for 4K delivery using downsampling. She also confirmed that there are ongoing developments in 8K in China and in Japan, while the US is particularly interested in 8K video for sports. She also confirmed that in my region of Europe, which tends to be dominated by small TVs and public service broadcasters with limited resources, there's been slower development. If the professional equipment market is interesting to you, check out our article. Futuresource has also published recently some detailed free reports on NAB and on Infocom. So we put links in the article. They're really interesting to read if you're interested in displays. This is Bob Rakes for the AK Association Monitor newsletter with highlights of issue 106.